Hey all, it's me, James again, and today I'm going to be talking about the Spanish Fig and Nutmeg shaving cream from Bath House. I got mine from Bull Goose. It's a 100-gram unit. I've used it a few times already. Have water sitting on top. I've already prepped, so the brush that I'll be using for it is the P8, the Simpsons TSN brush. Alright, so shake out the excess water, and I'm going to bowl lather today. So what I'm going to do is empty the bug and pour what's been on here inside of the bug. Alright, so here we go, loading. It's pretty soft, so if you had to, you could move it out of here and put it into a bowl directly if you had to. I found that with me, I've had to use an extra amount, so I'm going to take some of this water in here, dip the tips, come back to it. It smells really good. It has a really good spice about it. Not too entirely familiar with figs outside of the little cookie bars, so I don't really get a whole lot of the fig smell, but perhaps it's in there and I'm just not used to it. Doesn't have a heavily sweet scent about it either. More definitely spice, and just a little bit maybe of that fig scent. But to me, it just has a really good overall spice note about it. Not a whole lot of anything else comes out of it. Alright, so I'm going to bowl lather in the bug. The scent really starts to come out a lot more as you're lathering up. The more area here for it to kind of just rise up in the air. Alright. So I find it does begin to get creamy pretty easily enough. My issue was with product and how much I had to last throughout a shave. 3 passes and maybe touch up. So I definitely used more than what I would with a lot of other creams where I might use less product. Or like an almond size of like a Parasso or something along the same lines of ease of latherability. That doesn't happen for me with this particular one. I have to use probably about twice as much as that, maybe even 2.5 times to get the same type of lathering results generated. Alright, so this is where I'm at right now, and I want to put some more water in here. I like the scent a lot. One of the things that attracted me to wanting to try it was the fact that I guess they had a soap before, but the cream was new to at least Bull Goose. I don't know if the cream is new altogether, but for something that is newer of a product, if I just want to smell it or whatnot, if they have both available, sometimes I'll opt for the cream. That's my personal choice. Excuse me. And I do that just because if I have problems lathering the soap, usually the cream is going to be a much easier shave. So I've never tried the counter product, never tried any bathhouse products. Alright, this is where I'm at. Initial results are always a pretty creamy lather, and so we'll go with that. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna wipe my face. Alright, I'm back. Lather up. So the first brush I chose to lather it with, just to test it, was a synthetic. And it didn't give me results that I would like. So not knowing if it was the brush, I just wanted to test it out with a different one. I tried the olive wood V-Long natural white brush, and it seemed to handle it a lot better. And I moved on to another brush. I can't remember what it was. And it did well too. So, for purposes of the video, I didn't want to go back to a synthetic. I'd stick with a natural brush. Alright. Real nice. Got a couple days of growth. The feel of it, it's got some slickness to it. It's not the most gliding cream I've tried. Probably about the same glide that's in the original formula Parasso Green, if that kind of helps. Alright, and for the razor, drugstore gem blade, stainless steel shaving blade inside of the Monochromatic open comb. Alright, so here we go. If you're a fan of combining products but you don't want, let's say, like straight up bay rum soap, this is a nice complement to any of your aftershaves that may be bay rum. I like this one a lot. along with the Cranbert's Finest Bay Rum afterwards. Now this blade that's in here has probably been used at least 7 times. For me, I wouldn't use this with a straight razor shave. It's fine with a safety for me. The reason why I wouldn't use it is it's almost like I don't get dry, but it's almost like the lather just dissipates and goes into the skin, and the skin feels quite nice, but the lather goes away and there's not a whole lot of slickness left behind afterward. I'm not really going for a really super close shave, just enough to get the whiskers down. Alright, now what I noticed with the lather has primarily been on the face. As you can see in the bowl, it's still there, so I don't know if it's something with just being on the face, or maybe too much water in it, I don't know. Not enough. Thankfully I don't get any tingling from it, or I haven't noticed any redness from it either. So that's a good thing. Ooh. Flying about. Okay, pass 2. To me, what I like about the gem style, Eveready style single edge razors are that just by leaving the head flat against your skin, you can just lightly tweak how aggressive you want it to be. So in your more sensitive areas, you can tell a little bit easier to go flat. At least I can. Why I like it. Alright, gonna rinse up and do a final pass. Be right back. Alright. Alright, again, I wasn't working for a super close shave today, especially with an older blade. Just wanted to not look so scruffy. That's still pretty good in the easier parts like my cheeks, but in my more sensitive areas I was light, didn't want to get too rough, so I still got stubblies here, but that's fine. I'll pick them up on my next shave with a fresh blade, or a fresher blade. Alright. I'm gonna rinse and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Here's what's in the bowl, and this is starting to break down a little bit now. I'm noticing it. As well as a little bit in the brush. So, I mean, overall, I like the scent a lot. Really does have a clean spice scent to it. I'm not very good at scent descriptions unless there's something that I'm really familiar with that's sticking out, and then I can grab onto that. Nice clean spice scent, not overwhelming, so if you want just something lightly spicy, this would be it. Trying to get all this up from out of here. I got most of it. Alright, so let's see what's left. Cleaned out the badger. Here's what I got. Not the densest cream I've had, but it still holds shape. If you want a more whippy type, this would probably be what you would want. If you're looking for something a little bit more dense, you're going to probably want to go with your knockout shave, tabula rasa, the taconic. Those seem to be really have a lot more density to them. But as far as fluffiness and, you know, still tight on the bubbles, I mean, you still get a good lather out of it. This does pretty well. I mean, price point's not too expensive to try, to give it a try. Again, it's looking out for a safety, but I wouldn't recommend it for a straight myself. I know I wouldn't. Okay, sorry about that. Had a little dog intervention. Whoops, that didn't sound too good, did it? Alright, so I'm going to put this back in my bowl. Rinse my hands off real quick. And again, that was for the Spanish Fig and Nutmeg by Bathhouse, with the Micromatic, the open comb version, bowl lathered in my Lady C Creations bug. Have a good night, y'all. Thanks for watching.